Hello and welcome to Ollie Talks Airsoft. Today we're going to be talking headgear, more specifically baseball hats basically. I wanted to talk about this because it's something that every time I go to a game, I'll often go with my friends and a lot of them run helmets of various kinds and I don't. I always choose to run a baseball hat, despite the fact that I look terrible in a baseball hat. They really don't suit me at all, but I still insist on wearing one because I see there are certain fundamental advantages that you get just from picking this one particular item of headgear over any of the others. So I kind of want to go through them in order of how important I think they are, and then I'll do a quick summary at the end. So for me, probably the biggest single thing about wearing a baseball hat is being able to control the light that is coming towards you, and done in the same way as any other baseball hat. When you move the peak down, you can't see things. So in the UK, we're now in sort of autumn time. We're heading into the winter. A lot of the outdoor games that I'm going to be playing, the sun's going to be starting to set, or it's going to be a lot lower in the sky. Now, I don't always get to choose how I'm going to attack it or defend something, so I may have to fight into the sun. I may have the sun on my back. I don't know, but what I can do is at least be prepared for if I do need to fight into the sun. And nothing is going to be better for you, to be honest, than a baseball hat, to be perfectly honest. So I've run tinted glasses before, so they're brilliant for if it's a midsummer's day and you're definitely going to spend all of your time outside. As soon as you have transitional spaces, so as soon as you're moving from a forest into a building or maybe going underground, you're going to wish you didn't have those tinted lenses. And actually, the baseball cap it's not really a disadvantage in that situation. So the way I would normally shoot, so assuming that the sun is relatively low in the sky, you basically just change your head position down slightly. So I've still got a perfect sight picture. I can still see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just tilting my head down, or I can even move the baseball hat slightly on my head as well. So right here, I've got a really closed position. I can't see anything that is above the brim of my hat, but I can still see my sights very clearly, and I can still get shots on target, and that is all that matters. So even if I'm shooting at someone towards the sun, I can put my head down, I can still get my sights on the target, and I can still see where my BBs are going. For me, that's the biggest thing. You can't shoot what you can't see. If the sun's in your eyes, you can't see. So stopping that, doing one thing, just by stopping the sun from going in your eyes, it saved me on so many occasions. And I've seen people with ballistic helmets or bump helmets or whatever, struggling in that kind of situation. I think you can get some with small peaks on, but it's not going to be the same as a baseball hat where you can come right up. You can put your baseball hat on top of your EOTech. You can create this whole shaded area for you to do your shooting in. And it really is as simple as that. Absolutely love it. The next thing is to do with the size and the weight. Now, for me, I don't run a GoPro. I don't have night vision. I don't need any torches on my helmet. I don't need a strobe. I kind of just run and gun. I pick up a gun, I pick up my gear, and I go. I'm not doing a Delta Force impression or a SEAL Team 6 loadout, so I don't need to have a particular kind of helmet. And what that does is it really frees me up to basically experiment and be like, you know what, well, I don't mind, I just want to be a jack of all trades. I'll try, if something works, then I'll use it. As I said at the start, baseball hats do not suit me. They make me look really stupid, but the functionality it gives me makes it worth it, because I don't care if I look stupid on the field, because my guns do the talking. So it's fine. So for me, yeah, having the additional size and bulk that you get with a helmet is just not there for me. And the amount of times that I've seen someone hidden behind a barricade and they're just head glitching, just the top of their helmet is just poking up, it just gives me opportunity. So every time I see something like that, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take a shot at that guy. Why not? And the thing is, when you hit a helmet as well, ping, like you've hit it. And I do get that. So you do get more protection when you're running a helmet than you will get from a baseball hat. But actually, your chance of being shot in the head is actually reduced by wearing a baseball hat, because you've literally got a smaller target for someone to shoot at and for someone to make contact with. So for me, again, it's another thumbs up for a baseball hat, and it's another bit of a thumbs down for any kind of helmet. The last bit I want to talk about is weather and rain. If your goggles or your mesh are waterlogged, or you've got raindrops running down the front, it does make it very, very difficult to see what you're doing. Wearing something like a baseball hat is going to keep, not all, but it's going to keep a lot of that moisture off your lenses and just allow you to actually see what you're doing. When it comes to like just playing airsoft and actually just going out wanting to be fast and effective on the field, then helmet's not always the way for me. I think the only time that I think I would probably pick up a helmet is if I was lucky enough to get any night vision, in which case you do need something stable to put your night vision on. But that's not most of the people I see. Most of the people I see, they'll be going out, they'll be playing a Sunday skirmish or something like that, and they'll be wearing a helmet. They'll be wearing a full-on helmet. Maybe not even with a strobe or a torch or even a GoPro, like nothing attached to it, but they're just wearing a helmet because it gives them that extra protection. Well, it does give you extra protection, but it also makes your head bigger, and it means that it's more of a target to shoot at. And if you're going to get used to something and you're going to run it as your standard kit, like week in, week out, then I don't know, unless you're always running night games, then I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't be running a helmet, and I certainly wouldn't be running it, not with night vision on it most of the time. I would mostly be run naked. So I don't know if other people have thought about this as well, because obviously, yeah, I mean, getting shot in the head is not entirely pleasant, but it's not really that bad either. Like, it's not gonna. I've been shot in the head probably hundreds of times, which explains a little bit about me. But it's never stopped me from playing. Like, I still want to go out and compete and still go out and have fun. And in all of the years that I've been doing that, the baseball hat has been the way forward. So hopefully this will make sense to you guys. And maybe if you are someone that's currently running a helmet, now that we're moving into the autumn winter months, if you've got an outdoor game, just try a baseball hat. Like, maybe not a bright orange one, but you know, that's why I picked this one. So this just happens to be a Vortex Hunty type one. I picked it because I didn't want black because it stands out. I didn't want white. I wanted something earthy tones that's just going to fit in. If it's fine in the woodland, then it's going to be fine in 90% of other places. Like, if I'm kicking doors in, who cares if I've got a hat on? Like, it really doesn't matter. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say about it at the moment. We're constantly evolving, we're constantly learning, and if we don't take on board some of the things that we've learned from our experiences, then we're just stagnating. And I want all of us to push forward together and all become way better airsoft players. So, while I keep thinking, you guys have a lovely evening, and I will see you on the next video.